Well, an invitation to focus on Asia if ever I saw one. Right, he just got back and he had 2% hull, so there we go. He's probably paddling along on a few sticks taped together to make a raft. But what matters is he came back. No rest for this guy. At least he gets to enjoy all the fish he can eat. Right, so in Ceylon my power is pitiful. Provincially, I only got 5.2. And I would need to have the most. Okay, let's just add to the list of commandants I've got. If he dies up first, I get a list of 3 of them, which will look pretty cool. Great, integrating him, I got his cardinal. Man, if I'd excommunicated France, I would get all of his cardinals. But I need him and the Pope to fall out. And really, that would take war. Or a border. If I gave the Pope something like Roussillon, they'd have a border, which they may get nasty events happening over. Seems a bit of a waste, though. Free troops to cost me even more money. Psh, heavies, no thanks. Trade ships, yeah, but only Ragusa, please. Oh, and go home when at war. Don't want to risk losing any of you folks. Jake the Pope still wants Avignon. Yeah, I somewhat doubt that. I don't even want Avignon. I might take it just to smooth the borders a little. But then I'd have to take Dauphiné as well. It's just a lot of base tax I don't want to have to deal with. I'm not greedy. Right, busy scum, still not dealing with religion. Does this mean I gotta fight the Ottomans then? I'll do it. Don't think I won't. But I'd maybe focus all my attacks up here straight away. And the Pope's got nothing on Avignon. No claim, no core, no nothing. I know it's a big old waste of money, but let's actually pay our troops. Don't want them to die to natives or anything like that. And that's why we pay our forces. Terrifying. too much nothing happening. Jake, Aragon allied Portugal. So the Iberian trio are allied again, are they? My homeland Dauphiné will belong to Jake. My body is ready. Crazy. Right, for all my talk of making the mad shekels, I'm just not rich enough. I need to sort that out somehow. But how? If I take Makassar, that'll get me another merchant because of this area. That'll be handy. But I'll need troops ready and willing to deal with it. And you know me and troops. I could set up another 40 load of cogs to deal with this area, and I could take. I can't take Cairo. This problem should suffice, since I'll be taking Dumiat anyway. It does mean I just, you know, have to deal with the slight threat that is the Ottomans. But I'll have Tech 15, I'll be able to just stomp them into jelly. My troop numbers aren't great, it's true. And this is me even above force limit. Right, well I have too many troops there. I'll have to trim the fat a bit then. Mali will probably defend Makassar. No, Mali lost a war, so they're no longer Defender of the Faith. Okay, so. I'll send the 40 cogs over here. We'll attach them to the heavy so that I have something of an offensive transport fleet that will deal with transporting troops around Asia. I'll rebuild my cog wall back home. I will acknowledge that I'm spending too much on advisors, even though it is just money. What's up with the friendly pirates in the something sea? They're privateering. They're probably privateering Constantinople to get my power projection from the Ottomans. In fact, I'm able to get the full 100 just from privateering, embargoing and having them. This is excellent. I probably will not get it once I strip the Ottoman of these lands. Okay, so we'll get our fleet over there. We'll take that to get our extra merchant. I can't do Zanzibar. Is that because it's coring? Yes, it is, but not for much longer. And these troops are going to be away from home. That's only 20 mil, so I'll stomp you down. Maintenance would be good. Yeah, you'll practically pay for yourself. That's a bit too much. Oh, no need, no need. We can now take shelter over in Taiwan. Tai 2, Tai 3, Taiwan. Yeah, I think having friendly pirates as part of the Wealth of Nations DLC. Delightfully coined the Poverty of Nations DLC, because it really wrecked the AI economy when it came out. Okay, you'll take a few hits, but you'll be able to get back home in time. Oh, oh wow, ouch. Yeah, you'll be fine. Just waiting for those boats. We're rolling into dip points now. Let's get some maritime ideas. Navy tradition, yeah. We'll confirm our thalassocracy at this rate. Boring trade game living up to its name like nothing else. Porto, but we're also going to want Beira. To be honest, I want Algarve. If I could just take most of you in a war, I'll be happy. I should be taking advantage of my Tech 15 to just walk over the enemy. But my severe lack of troops in the area. Oh, allied with Austria. They've got me in something of a bind here. And whilst Austria champions that coalition against me. That means the Ottomans are really my only valid target. Alright then, after we deal with this, we'll worm our way down the Ottoman coastline and try to join up our lands. I'm also wondering if it's worthwhile sticking my trade capital into Sevilla, now that I have all this. It's going to be where the trade ends up anyway. Alright, a bit expensive, but yeah, let's move it. Really quite improves my catch, and it means that you will start transferring trade power now. I'm not sure if that'll help me out in the short term, but long term it should be good. Might ham into my power projection though. No. Still positive money, and boy will it be positive when I eventually own Andalusia, like I said I will do for most of the game. Alright, we've got you together. Form some kind of battle stack. Take out Makassar, no problem. But we'll also need troops there to deal with the uprisings. I reckon half the force should maybe suffice. Onwards and upwards. I was AFK for about 3 hours. Nah, you haven't missed anything important. I'm being locked in diplomatically. I want to expand through Iberia, but it's not really offering itself to me. Pathetic. Oh no, our explorer's dead. But he did a good job. I think I've uncovered most of what I need to see around here. If not everything I need to see. I'm gonna want Ceylon. Friendless Ceylon. I'll need to stomp over Vigianagar as well. Just so many things I need to do. But just not the manpower to do it. Pardon me. Paying money for prestige, who would do that? Alright, it is time. Oh, I could call Crusade, get a little bonus. I mean, why not? You land on Bone. We'll dock you up in Taiwan for a wee bit. Declare our war, conquest war. Nothing special. And we will eat you up just because you have the important centre of trade. Get a short boost to our everything. Jake, is it worth keeping Mutapa as a vassal? Well, no. I can't vassalize them. I would have to protectorate them. But I think I will end up just conquering them. I mean, they got the gold that I want, and I'm just going to get events on them anyway. And I can culture convert them extremely cheaply. Oh, that's great. Finished that piece of garbage off. So I can have an army pretty much permanently stationed around here for you. I'll cleave my way through Timbuktu eventually. Indian Trade Company, free merchant. Yes. And as long as I keep hold of Taiwan, that Indian Trade Company will always be there. Colonize Connecticut. See, after Taiwan, is there even anything I want to... Yes, there's you. Australia. There's good gold in Australia. Trouble is, it would just go to my colonial nation. Do I want that? You do get some nice events to the colonial nation, although you also get some bad ones. Jake, do you wish to connect Gold Coast and Benin? No, I have no interest in doing that. None at all. Taiwanese cloth is nothing too great, but okay. See, if I went reformed and I had religious ideas, I'd be able to fight using the cleansing of heresy, which would lock in war leaders. So I could fight Portugal, It would drag in Castile and Aragon, but it wouldn't make Castile war leader. And they would call in Austria. Yeah, that I don't want. Doesn't seem to be any particularly easy way to cut this. But I want more force limit. This lack of force limit is really a limiting factor here. Because I would certainly have the money to field 150 men if it weren't for paying so much for being over force limit. Oh my. Am I obliged to help you out with that? Why aren't you fighting them? You're just so useless. It takes skill to be that useless. Jake, take the mission to get a foothold in India and use the CB to take Ceylon. Yes, I'd love to do that. But where are these troops going to come from? Netherlands. Yes! Now the capital's on Holland, which is a bit of a pain. I do want Holland. It's worth big bucks. But I'm not gagging for it, and especially not right now. Main thing is that'll weaken Austria. Jake, do you ever build manufactories? Yep, I do, and I'll be building pretty much all of them in this game. All of them everywhere that I can. It'll be expensive on the points, but such is life. Siege is going a bit embarrassingly slow. Get presence in India. Take Ceylon. Once nationalism has died away over here, I should be able to recall my troops. But I will probably culture convert them first so that the enemy can't... Well, there won't be patriots or anything like that marching into it. Right, another claim on Teat. Really wants me to take it. To be honest, I do want to take the rest of Matapa's land, but again, it's another place so I'd have to dedicate my troops to. So I'll just ignore it for now. Better relations over time? Yes. Make that aggressive expansion just melt away. Poland against nobody important. Well, Great Britain. But Great Britain isn't the war leader. Yeah, sure. I mean, what are they going to do? Have English Mexico march against me? Get real. I hope Poland can sort that out, because the hands I can sure pack a wallop. Right, Zanzibar's down, that's good. And none of these look particularly... That's why we don't mess with a GB. Yeah, we'll stick our troops up in Wallace just in case the enemy comes for us. We want to be on the defensive there. Actually, really what this is showing me is that Poland's a bit of a useless ally here. Jake, is your goal to own all the important centres of trade? I don't need all of them, but I will want all of them in Asia. I will have my reasons. Or maybe not. Maybe I have no idea what I'm doing. Part of me really wants that counter-reformation. What we're looking at here: religious zeal, religious migration, and local autonomy. All those will die away soon. But I will probably need the counter-reformation in order to deal with these provinces when Busy Blob flips them over to... ooh, nice. Theologian. When Busy Blob flips them over to Orthodox. That'll give me a bit more strength in converting them to glorious Catholicism. Iderine might be a little problematic, but if I could do Izmit, I could do Iderine. Good fight, good night, Makassar. Welcome to the Lombard Filipino trading post. Bit pricey, but we'll do it. Tempting to knock down harsh treatment, because I bet any revolts here would be pretty horrific. And honestly, the next Miltech is ages away. Ah, achievement unlocked for the trade, the first achievement I've had in months. Sunni is heathens, not heretics. Yep, I know. What I'm saying is when Byzantium converts these, they'll become heretics when I integrate them. And then I could use Counter-Reformation to blast them out into Catholicism. Wow, that's 10 years. I need more ways to boost our revolt risk reduction so that doesn't keep hurting me. Jake, will you start the colonization of Australia? Yeah, I'm tempted to. I'm certainly tempted to. What I do have is a couple of free merchants I should be putting to use. Thanks to Adal, we're already pushing trade away from here into the Cape, into the Congo, where we collect anything that dribbles through. We collect here. Not enough of it though, but we'll get that eventually. Collect in Sevilla. Oh, we have tons of power here, but we're not using it. But then we don't need to use it. Either goes there where it's punched forward and increased for being punched forward by 10%. Already collecting. We don't have much power here. There's not much we can influence. We have a smidgen of power there. Enough to be worth collecting here, I think. How about the New World? How about Caribbean? Could we make a difference by collecting there? We'll do Cheapskate Bay. not all that much, but it's something. We'll see what Crimea and Chesapeake give us soon. Jake, will you do a playthrough where you try to... No. No, 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 no. Jake, why are you transferring in Genoa and not collecting? Because my trade capital is over here in Sevilla. I suppose I could get to work on Alexandria. It'd take 10 years, but... Once the annexed vassal malice goes away, I should be able to get you without too much trouble. That's 110, that gets rid of that. Yeah, I'll be able to annex you. And I will. Oh, oh, hey, GB, what are you doing in my neck of the woods? You're going over here. And you have cogs with you, so you're probably going to try and unload something. Hold steady, busy blob. Hold. Although it's good to see that the British have no leader on their fleet. Right, lost claim on Rashid. Just telling me I really need to get my acting gear for the Ottomans. Ugh. Smoke Weeds every day asks when I'm going to stream some multiplayer. I'm not streaming multiplayer. I actually like to enjoy those. 3 galleys. No great loss. Yeah, maybe I should declare war on the Ottomans. Get a bit of traction going in that regard. Is Austria still emperor? They sure are, and they are smoking those bonuses. However, if we lose any more princes in HRE, I'm going to lose my bonuses. I don't want that. Certainly don't want that. Hey buddy, welcome to Genoa. Have your complimentary death. Thanks for the prestige. So you're not enjoying this, Jake? I didn't say that. Just something special about multiplayer that I don't want to stream. Has nothing to do with me just getting curb stomped all the time. See, Brandenburg, Great Britain, and Hansa, but they all went Protestant. That's probably why they're all butt buddies together. Jake, there's a siege over there. That's okay. I mean, I'm not going to lose it. It will be a bit disappointing to not have it for a wee while. Yeah, I'm really starting to think Poland's a bit of a useless ally here. I'll drop them after this war's over. Look how easily they get stomped by the Germans. But as long as there are more than 2 people in a coalition, if there are 3 or more, I can use the coalition Casus Belli, which is no fun. Right, I finally stopped being your rival, so we can get rid of you. And I just want you out anyway. Drop Poland once this war is done, and then... Did I ever send around that? Yeah, 40 stacks over here, isn't it? Question is what I'd do with it. There aren't many troops to even shift around. If I want to do an expedition into Vijayanagara, I'm going to need at least 40,000 troops over there to deal with everything. So perhaps I should first see about sealing off the Ottomans. Taking Izmir and Mentis. And probably Rashid and Dumyat. But then part of the issue is I don't have enough cannons around here. Too much infantry, not enough cannon. Same story over here. Which means you're short 12 cannon. Okay, so I lost that that province, but that's okay. If they see, oh yes, great! Great Britain is doing me a favour and finally making their moves over here. Also makes this 20 stack feel like a bit of a waste. Since I won't be colonising here anymore, there's no great need to dedicate troops here 24/7. So you're a 20 stack that I could throw over in this direction. Well, I'll bring you back for the Ottoman War, crush the Ottomans using all these troops, take the land, and then send some over for India. Or go for India first. Ottomans or India? What with the Netherlands peace? The Netherlands still exist. Netherlands still strong. Oh, hello. You're probably going to try and do the same as GB did. And you will fail much like GB did. Apparently Castile is hurting us with privateers. I've never seen that before. I wish there was an easy way to see where they're hurting me. Probably is, but it's of no great concern to me. Good night, GB. Jeffrey, you are no match. Detach the damage so we don't have to get those involved. Yeah, consider this my what I bring to this war. Easy pickings. Yeah, still stuck. Do I go Ottoman or do I go not Ottoman? I don't know if you're actually dedicating anything to that war. Probably not. Most certainly not. Alright, I'll get my claim back on Rashid, and I will take Izmir, Mentis, Rashid, and Dumyat in an Ottoman war. And I'll keep one healthy 40 stack that I will be able to transfer from both sides of the Med to take care of any rebels. That's only fair. And I can't wait to drop you as a rival, as an ally. Couple of techs away from next national idea. But I've still got plenty to do in order to get the next, well, to flesh out maritime, which is a must. So I can hold the Bosphorus so that Byzantium can attack in their own time. I'm sure they'll be fine at that. Poland, you need to give up that war. You're doing awful. Didn't I say I'd retrieve these troops? Maybe do that when I'm not in a horrible war with Great Britain. One cannon short? Or one cannon too many? Or maybe just make a big old stack. And the rest is just garbage that can go up and attach to Busy. Or otherwise take care of Busy. Jake, what ratio of infantry to cavalry to artillery do you use in your stacks? Eventually it's just going to be 40 infantry, 40 cannons, because I'm Western. And I'm not yet convinced of cavalry's worth. Detach the transports, detach the damaged galleys. The rest pop out over there. In fact, let's not have you heal up there, let's have you heal up in Constantinople. Because it's got a dock. I wonder if I can make use of that dock though. Alright, looking good for these conversions. They'll get Albania done in no time, and Iderine, easy pickings. You know what, I've had enough waiting for you. Fight the Ottoman while the going is good. Because the last person I integrated was Morocco, and that was done in 82. Wow, was that recent? Okay, let's crush some Otto freaks. Fabricate claim on Rashid, because I want that Alexandrian power. Jake, you said you need to cut the autos off. They have some eastern provinces you can't see yet. Yeah. Where does Africa, where does Asia start again? Right there. Alright. I will probably release Dulkadir then and take Adana for myself. That'll make these severely, well, much cheaper in the follow-up wars. should I just march straight up then? These provinces aren't going to be that... Well, I'm not going to want them. Somewhat poor positioning on my part then. Well, no, that's a good idea. If I take Karaman, which is mostly mountains, then that'll be fine. If I blitz this force, then that gets the ticking war score going in my favour quickly. Jake, you can take Aleppo and release Dulkadir. Aleppo is a trade centre. Yeah, but Aleppo's also in Asia. So if I take this first, that'll cut off Aleppo and I'll get Aleppo cheaper next time. Oh well, that gets me the battles won. However, he's trying to do a little trick on me here. If we leave the no, dangerous to leave the transports alone. We'll just leave a cheeky few. The rest go down and kill. The transports stay there. I'll take his capital. What's he trying? Well, whatever he's trying, he's going to be stuck there. Unless he's significantly faster than me, which he is. Okay, got him. Or maybe he's got me. No, the addition of Carlo Chigi turns the tide. Tide. Still, that was a pretty unpleasant battle. Alright, well, Poland didn't give up our cores. Oh, yet a stand by Crimea. Well, doesn't bother me one iota. The Ottomans really erected an army, though. Karaman being the capital is probably going to be quite problematic. I won't be able to release it. Oh well. Then it'll be Karaman's capital. That's just a different problem entirely. Let's see that again. That's 61%. Whereas just getting Dulkadir, yeah, that seems much better. Okay, right, that I can't ignore. He's got forced march. Forced march is a bit horrible. So I'm probably going to want these troops to join up with my other ones. There are also still a lot of navies involved in this war. They're probably Omani though. Does that mean Oman's going to make a move on my colonies? Let's hope not. Right, taking Karaman though will tank his prestige from 30 to 10. I have something that might be able to be considered a plan here. Okay, that's a bigger stack than I have the capabilities for. But this could still work. Stick you over there. Get you onto the boat. Get our boat up over there and bring those ones away. What's it going to be, Ottoman? You've got free passage. Oh, what it's probably going to be is Byzantium making a move on it. Oh well, Izmir is an ideal place to attack anyway. We'll take it. That province, not so much. I'd love to bait him into mountains, but it would probably work against me. Well, he has no maneuver. We have 2 maneuver. We can at least try. But I'm going to want all my troops ready for that. Mill points, Jake, thanks for the heads up. They are almost capped indeed. Global ship repair. In what world is that worth 400 points? Okay, so he's definitely scared of us. But now he's going to go for Izmid. Izmid, the only advantage that's going to give us is a river crossing penalty. Whereas he's going to be coming at us with 4-2. We can back that up. Oh, okay. He sees the general, he thinks no thanks. Oh, make your mind up, man. That's the spirit. 15th, 19th, 27th. Yeah, damn you. Okay, we can do this a different way. As long as you don't wipe the floor with me, emphasis on wipe, we should be able to turn this to an advantage. You took a diplomatic idea instead of a military one. Yes, I did. Okay. Now you get there on the 4th of March, so I want to get to Izmid for the 3rd. Okay, overshot that a little bit. Okay, we got mountains, but they still flank us. Oh, hello, old man. Just go and blockade him up. Good. They're probably going to run quite far, but I can hold them off in Adana and Dalkadia quite comfortably. Although you guys really need to get your troop numbers back up. And the rest of you folks... Oh, maybe we can finish off the siege first. Much better. You folks get your numbers back up. He's probably going to try to chase you down. Hopefully he doesn't have the time. Jake, your voice gives me the chills. Wonderful. Why, thank you, Heens. Oh, yeah. Not pleasant. But I'll probably just give in to your demands, since Makassar doesn't bring me any income. I'm just there for the important centre of trade. Keep all this blockade nonsense on the go. Now these provinces are both fairly mountainous, as I well remember from my Ramazan game. Long live Ramazan. I stalled myself just so I would have an opportunity to kill this cast iron cannon. Hopefully it's not going to work against me. It will work against me. Okay, well we'll just have to hold in Ramazan itself then. I'm not about to give him the overwhelming advantage here. So what's he going to do? Bring back the lobster, Jake. Oh, if only. But I want that province. I can't... Well, that finishes off my mercantilism all the way up to 100%, so that should get me the achievement. A protected market. Should get me that achievement. Blurple, I don't like what you're doing. Could you attach to me instead, please? Blurple. Ah, oh, jeez. I just re-elected you. Right, I should be keeping an eye on these guys since they're all fairly important to me now. Just waiting for an opportunity to smash into them. Yeah, I think we'll take Adana first. Nice to see him have split up his forces, although, yeah, that's because it's Oman. Yes, Jake, you have the achievement. It didn't pop. There we go. No, it's just the for the trade I have. I don't seem to have the protected market just yet. At least not on my end. Okay, he's gone for the desert mountain province now. However, again, he has no maneuver, whereas I do. And there we got it, protected market. Karaman is fairly mountainous, but you still have no maneuver. I reckon we can take you. You march to Ankara. You change your mind? No. We'll have you. Meanwhile, we should find some mountains to hide up in. That one fits the bill. Oh damn, we did fight in mountains in the... Oh, Naples! You're never going to hold against that, are you? Yeah. Right, mountains for us. We'll squeeze the Ottomans out like a zit. This province isn't even that mountainous. We will take it all. Now, all I really want is Adana and Dulkadir. Should I push for Izmid and Montis? Because I can warn the Ottomans to stop them from taking Dulkadir. Yeah. I do need to work on expanding my territory here. Yeah, we got you. Take Izmid then. Almost got double his morale. He's still laying the hurt on us, but that's fine by me. Now we can seal him off. Jake, will you ever do multiplayer? I do multiplayer, but I don't stream it. For what I like to think is good reason. What a horrific waste of military points. Well, catch me if I do that. Oh, okay, I could get Crimea out of this war. White peace them. But before I do that, I'm going to clear this offer. And then see if it gets me a white peace. That lasts for 5 years. A 5-year truce, I mean. Yeah, I don't like watching... Oh, till 1605? What is causing that? I'm going to have a shorter truce with the Ottomans than I have with Crimea. (1596) with Naples, 1605 with the Pope, 1596 with Tuscany, 1505... Paradox, please tell me what's going on. I want to understand. Okay, well, what if I get a white peace with Oman? Again, 14-year truce. Not even to the month. Next time, demand enough ducats for a 1% peace deal. That's pretty not bad idea. Trade protection. Oman is privateering me. Okay. That I can deal with. Just need to get Izmir and Menteis. You know, I could take Alana, or I could force release Ramazan. However, the Ottomans could just reconquer them before the truce is up. I'd rather just release Dulkadir and keep Alana for myself. White piece is bugged right now. Okay. Well, nothing new. Okay, we can even speed for it, because I'm just waiting for these two sieges to pop. Yeah. More base tax, more production. Jake, you taking Izmir and Menteis? Yeah, I think I will. I'll find some other way to rope Ottoman into this war. Or another war. And then I'll be able to take this entire coastline very cheaply. I won't have claims, so it'll be very expensive to core, but that's okay. Actually, if I integrate Busy Scum during that time, and I see no reason not to, I'll be able to forge claim on all of it. Yeah, unsurprisingly, he's not making a move to change the religion of Constantinople. Yeah, I will see to annexing Busy after this horrible war is over. Which means we'll need maximum relations. Seems they've forgotten about everything I did that's good for them. It'll take 10 years, that's not a problem. Jake, do you want to use your colonists? Not really. I mean, what would I even colonize? I do plan on colonizing this, but... yeah, okay. Well... And there's nothing around here really worth colonizing, except maybe... I suppose I will need the fleet access up and around here. But I need to explore a bit more. There are the Nippons. Alright, well I'll send you there then. And I want to take Australia, but this province is going to be revolting. I will no doubt forget about these guys. I'll try to remember January next year. Okay, Ottoman. Playtime's ogre. Right, now all this land is overseas to them, provided they don't conquer anything off of Kara. So, core and harsh treat. Just core you. Where's the mountains? They're there. That'll keep you all taken care of. Yeah, Aleppo is distant overseas for the Otto. No, it's not. No, I bet the coast is going to count as not overseas for them because... yeah, distance from capital rules. Because their capital is there, this doesn't count as distant overseas. That does, but that doesn't. I wonder if I can get them cheaper in the war then. That's embarrassing. We told you, I didn't see it. Oh well, it is what it is. I'll get them in the next war. But given the truce timer till 1605... it's like they knew. They knew what I was going to take and gave me roughly the same truce period. It's only desynced by a day. Makes no sense. Jake, your troops near Australia. Thank you. Really, I only need one of you there. The rest of you head back. And we'll stick you up there. In Japan. Right. Yeah, you're just at war with the Inca, nothing special. You're still allied with Aragon and Castile, which is horrible news for me. And I still want to take all your land. I even want Braganza. But how I meant to war you without bringing in the hurt, I don't know. The hurt being Austria. Almost, well, Castile's now got Tech 15. Aragon's in the coalition, maybe I could use that. As long as they didn't become the war leader in the coalition. No, there's no doubt they would take over from Venice. Jake, vassalize Egypt and feed the Ottomans to them. No. The only Ottoman provinces I want is this coastline, and I'll happily core it myself. I want to finish this off, but I'll need to dip points to annex Byzantium. It's a bit of a downside that I'll get Trebizond. I don't want Trebizond. Jake, what's the coolest thing you've done in real life? Shot a girl in the face with a paintball gun. In a paintball fight. Don't think I'm some kind of monster that goes around shooting things in daylight. Okay, this is a good opportunity for me to check something I've been curious about. I don't know what... Oh, that's blockade efficiency. I was thinking of privateering. Never mind. That's that trade company greatly upset for me. And wow, Izmir know how to revolt. The whole revolt size being tied to your manpower is really going to come into effect now. Get presence in India, how you tantalize me. 15's such a big step that I should honestly think about making moves on Vijay. We've only got 1,000 troops there, and... oh. Well, if that's the case, I could get military access to the Mamluks, march you down here, and offload a 40 stack in Vijayanagar. We'll pick up them as well for that. Vijayanagar is Hindu. There can be no defender of the faith for Hinduism. I doubt Vijay can stand up to me. It'll give me a chance to take Cochin and Ceylon. I'll do them in separate wars. And I only want these important trade provinces, so that'll be Cochin and Ceylon. Nothing else matters. I will take Bengal Delta off of Timmy when the time is right. Which, maybe not quite yet. I need to take a quick water break, but I will be back in a minute or two. I never turned my mic off. Okay. Well, anyway, here we are. Zero says, I wish Jake answered the chat questions. Hey, I do my best. If you tag it with Jake or DDR, I'll read it most of the time. Okay, Zero, if you're asking stupid questions like that, then of course I will ignore them. Oh, okay. I actually really don't want Byzantium to lose opinion of me because I'm about to annex them, so I'm going to have to take 5 years of lower privateer efficiency. So let's see, will that affect power projection? Does it affect the power or the money they give me? Or both, or all? We'll check it out in Bordeaux, since that doesn't get conflicted with much of my own trading power. So, my pen managed to find its way back. And yes, I have done the 3 mountains 3 times. Once in EU3, twice in EU4. So they got 27% with trade power of 157. And income of 90. Wait, no. 93.9 is my own trade power. Which makes me 1.03 ducats. So surely enough, I lost 20% of my power there, which of course impacts on my income and my PP. Huh. How immature. Jake, are there any essential exploits to success? Not really. Although, if you accumulate money and get recover your manpower, you can max out prestige and army tradition at the very start of the game, and that's wonderful. I don't want you to die, but you are 57. We'll keep you. Where does DDR come from? Jake doesn't live in former East Germany. I get this all the time. DDR stands for Dance Dance Revolution, a game I love. Okay, In the Groove is better in every way, but you know, you always have that special thing for your first love. I should be making more of an attempt to gain big trade power in Sevilla, which means Iran, and what's the other one? Tangiers, right? Yeah. Oh, of course, this gave me tons in Safi, but we just push that on. In fact, everything that comes out of here gets thrown into Sevilla, where we make the big money. Perhaps I shouldn't be pirating Seville, instead I should be using my ships to get more power, but nah. Post office and customs house will require 18. Cathedral also needs 18. I'll need a cathedral to convert Constantinople. Okay, have I picked you guys up yet? Get all those claims going, but we also need to warn them. so that they don't take Dulkadir. I should probably also warn Kara. So they all... well, no, I don't mind if Kara takes it. Thanks for the reminder to excommunicate, game. Sadly, nobody seems willing to go toe-to-toe with the Pope. But the thing is, if I annex the Pope, and the Pope doesn't pop up anywhere else, I'm sure he will, though. Yeah, he'd probably pop up in Mainz. That's a pity. I don't need... yeah, well... yeah, we'll keep the Pope in our pocket for a wee while longer. Oh, that's sweet. So far, so good. How many is that then? That's 20,000. I need to stick another 20k down there. Really comes down to which is more mountainous. 55% or not 55%. So we'll keep our troops stationed in Adana and we'll move them around if need be. Jake, did you put troops in your Japanese colony? No, thanks for the heads up. Did that event remind you? Up we get. Might as well take all of that, since it's just fish. Nothing but fish. But force limits as well. So really we just need 20,000 stuck down there. I want to make a 40 stack. So that's 15 cannons that need to go there. And probably 15 infantry as well. $11 will have to do. This great music is auxiliaries. Nobody asked, but I'm sure someone will. Because it's great. Also, am I just unable to count or something? Ugh. There we go. Now we've got our 40 stack. They can march down through Egypt. And they'll hop on the boat. And then we're going to head over to Vijay. You can't hear the music. That can't be right. I can hear it plenty. boy, everybody's sending in the embargoes. Okay, well let me know what you think of this new and improved music volume. We don't have the supply limit to hold you guys in. I'm being told to annex Tuscany. That's a great idea. It's something I needed to do for a while now. However, they still hate me, and they will continue to hate me until I've annexed the last of my vassals. I'll begin annexing Tuscany when Blurple is almost done. And I will not begin Blurple until it's time to attack Fiji. I'm also going to have to fight a man. Lots of expansion to be done, no doubt. I gotta fight Ceylon as well. But I only need one province from Vijayanagara. I'll piece them both out at the same time. That'll require 2 free diplomats. Okay, this'll work. Whoa, that was close. Almost clicked that, and that would have wasted a whole bunch of Diplo power. Take the idea. That force limit boost will be helpful. Ever the reason to build more Carvels. Actually, I took quite a hit to our fleet of war galleys. That should be replaced. Looking forward to Art of War really speeding up the macro building of units. Alright, 2 more ticks. And it'll be time to integrate you. Blurple. The real enemy. You know, if they have religious, there's every chance that they'll get the event that'll flip Constantinople for them. Right, annexing you will take 82 months. So for 82 months I'll lose 1... Okay, well that's no problem. If anything, it's a secondary thought. We'll take our mission to gain a presence in India. It gives us claims on a lot. In the end, all I really want is Bengal Delta and Ceylon. We'll leave Bengal Delta for later because, yeah, Timmy's would be a bit of an undertaking. Would it? I could just stomp all over their troops. Well, no need to get cocky, especially if I'm going to be taking on Vijay. That said, Vijay, I haven't even thought about what your fleet could do to me. 6 heavies? No, I'm sure they'll be dissuaded by my 10 heavies and 40 galleys. Let's get a half-decent general in the case. I said half-decent, not no decents. Ugh. At least you have a Pippin siege. Onwards to Cochin. Remember that you lose those missions when you lose those claims when you complete the mission. Oh, I remember. We shall take Cochin. There we go. Oh, and what luck, we get to sink your navy straight away. I would love to jump right on him, but there's no point hitting myself with that -2. shoot myself in the leg to do that. Can you see my colony up there? Not that one, that one. Hope to unveil those colonies next to it soon. Alright, we're there. We might as well leave our troops to... leave our fleet there. Keep the blockade in place. Mur diddly urderd. We'll take Cochin, get ticking war score, and then we'll make our move on Ceylon. Jeez, if you fall that fast, maybe I should make my move on Timmy whilst I'm here. You'll be within coring distance. It's only 7 base tax, and I'm dripping in admin points. Dripping. Jake, why not religious ideas? I love religious ideas, but I reckon I can get away without them. Even Constantinople. That's how confident I am. That's it, I am going to take on Timmy. Yeah. That way I can get all the Indian ones I want in one go, assuming this doesn't count as India. Oh, clearly it does, because I got a claim on it. Wow, that's even better though. Alright, I'm going to do an old Europa Universalis 3 trick here then. Well, if you can even call it a trick, I'm sure everyone's familiar with it. At least if they watch this, they should be. Otherwise, I'm disappointed. Also, it's not going to be a particularly good trick. Right, Cochin fell like a sack of ugly bricks. It's expensive to take, no doubt, so we'll take their capital as well. Wow, all the possible curses. I bet you think you're so smart. Here, I'll show you smart. Bet that smarts, doesn't it? Might not be worth assaulting Cochin just to take it back. Jake, you can ship troops through the Black Sea if Karakonya gives you access. No, I want to make do with 40,000. If I just throw my entire weight around whenever I go to war, no one's going to take me seriously. Perhaps taking Ceylon so early was a bit of a mistake. I might get called to peace with them. Call it now, he'll lose against Timmy. Nah. Timmy's a softie. I could take on 100,000 of his troops and win right now. That was a very unpleasant fight. Wow, we took big losses there. Is it even possible to lose to the Timurids? I say no. Alright, if you don't succeed this time, I'm forcing you into an assault. So make it a good one. That's what I thought. We'll give you 1 tick of getting your troops back before you move up to their capital. So yeah, garrison grows extremely slowly because it's overseas. -10 for distant overseas. And there he goes, he really wants it back badly. But I'll take care of that. Your jungles are no match for me. My artillery will shell the lot. Hey Jake, you're kinda cool. I like it. Thanks. Not sure what you mean, but thanks. Right. Where are you even gonna run? Up here? Because I can do up here. You better believe I can do up here. No, no, you didn't. That's fine though. Now, my question is, what kind of fleet does Timmy have? Timmy, oh, pathetic. However, I can't reach them, so we'll just dock in Cochin, do a bit of gentle trading while we're whilst we're there. Boom. Can you get to Cochin in time? No, you cannot. Okay. What you do now is you split up. We declare war on Timmy. We think again, because we suddenly remember he has a lot of big allies that I don't want to deal with right now. And then we settle for what we've already got. I've got my free diplomats, so you, remember I want Cochin. You don't have any money to give me, which is disappointing. And Ceylon, you're getting completely annexed. 1 day passes. Now, once you, once this mission finishes, once the mission completes, this particular one, it removes all the claims that you didn't get. So the idea was to piece 2 people at the same time, so we can core them with claims whilst they're still there, and we'll add them because why not? And that was the wrong button to press. Slow base tax, so I might as well harsh treat them. Split you in half, half of you go there, and the other half also go there. We'll get you on the boat and onto Ceylon. So yeah, instantly took away all my claims. But I kept these, that's why I claimed 2 people at the same time. How much war score was Cochin? It was low, it was like 20. Mostly down to it being an important centre of trade. Here's something worth noting. When they had it, it wasn't worth that much, but now that I have it, because of my mercantilism, and, well, everything else, it gets about quadrupled. So now, we own about half of Ceylon, which can be pushed... I don't know why I thought there was a Ceylon to Zanzibar. But if we take the Gulf of Aden, or Aden, then we have almost a clear run back to Sevilla, and that's when the money starts getting mad. So I should probably make this a priority. There's no trade company for this region, but we've already gotten our extra merchant here. Guess I'll just collect whilst we're here then. Transfer using the spare guy, and then collect using the Ceylon individual. That's instant teleportation for him. And he makes us no ducats, okay. I'm sure that'll change. Oman's gonna have to get it, but how? How can I declare war on Oman? Well, simple answer is, he has 22% power in this trade node. I have 14. That sounds to me like cause for a trade conflict. They're already transferring trade power to Kara. Okay. What? I have 14, they have 20. But it says Oman must have 20% power in a node where you have 10, so I must have to have a merchant there. But I can't do anything anyway because you're transferring power to Kara. That's problematic. Still, I need to fight Oman. But they're allied with the Ottomans. Actually, I can use that. Holy War of the Ottomans, and then I can take Omani land for no diplomatic cost. Truce is up in 7 years, which is a fair while. Yeah, I've got a tonking big truce with Oman. And the less said about the Crimean truce situation, the better. Why were Naples there? Why are Naples still there? Okay. Busy Blob drinks up our points. We still get our Tuscan opinion back. Oh wait, it's not going up. Just because it's pretty much maxed. East Indian trade route. Good news all around. I don't think having a merchant there is going to change the fact that it's not going to let me have a trade war because he transfers his power to Kara. Of course, now I need to continue worming my way around here. Still, if I have tons of power in Ceylon. Trade buildings. Ever the answer. Ah, we got Boku no Pico back. Trying to remember where else is places I need to build buildings here. Oh, of course. Am I still converting you? Yeah. There's a little... there it is. And then there's this Gold Coast. Not exactly the most exciting of things to do, but gotta get it. Also, Savoy is prime real estate for a march. Mostly for that manpower bonus. Yeah, Savoy looks good. Jake, can you form the East India Trade Company? Already have. Global trade power, that's actually looking quite good by now. After all that double stack of aristocrat spawnings isn't too bad anymore, surely. Global trade power. Be careful with all these points, Jake. You need the points for annexing vassals. The thing is, I only lose 2 per month whilst I annex Busy Blob. Okay, it's going to be enormously increased when Tuscany's added into the fray, but Tuscany's small. It's only costing me 480. I can do all that, no harm, no fuss. Soon I'll get my next national idea. Oh, right, I need to be... Ugh. 180 admin points for 5 Republican... No, it's more like 10. Sod it. There are a lot more claims to be had here. Aleppo and then Tarabulus. Okay, so it's pretty important that I break the Ottomans off from these provinces. Is it worth making him release Karaman for that? If his capital was up here, he wouldn't have the range over here. Jake, did you know if you westernize and make colonial nation, it gets western units? Yeah, I know that, but I think the devs are going to change that for the next turn. Also, protecting trade? Oh, that's right, I told you to protect it. Does that mean I have everything that I need for confirmed thalassocracy other than... Yeah, I just need to complete maritime and I can do it. It's only 1200 admin points to do that. Okay, that's 1 down. Come on, Great Britain. You can colonize faster than that. You're an embarrassment. You had a colony going here and you lost it. AIs are meant to get a bonus about that. Jake, will you be making protectorates? I have no plans to make protectorates. I'll make one colonial nation, it'll be Colonial Australia. I'll call it Bane's World 2. Actually, I'd rather have a proper name. If there's any Italians around here, can you give me a half-decent Lombard name or something Ligurians would call Australia? I would be much obliged if you could. Why so slow? Hey, Lucas. Spaghetterino. Oh, shouldn't make me laugh, but it does. I think I promised someone I'd go cycling with them today, but oh well. There's video games to be done. 3 years till I can begin annexing Tuscany. Right. Defender against Great Britain. Great Britain is fighting France. France, who it didn't want to fight because they're allied with Aragon. I fight Aragon. I get to deal with a lot of people that I'm looking to get it. Nah, but I can't do that. France hates me, I would never be able to do that. Oh, France is at war with Austria. My two rivals are fighting each other to the death. The rest of Austria's allies are all babby. Well, except maybe Castile. And I still can't excommunicate someone that I want to. Ah, aristocrat, welcome. Jake, will you colonize Siberia? Granted, I do want some gold. I might just take the tip. You guys have nowhere near enough cannon. Jake, name Australia New Genoa. Ah, it's such a cop-out name. I want a proper name that I can actually feel proud of. Great Britain's the attacker here, so it's them I would have to enforce. I can't enforce truce because of so many things. I mean, I've got a lot of power in Sevilla, but I could have so much more.